Hi Makuzo. Hi Makuzo. Gashagua, man. I know very well that where Raila is and Ruto are, yani malipenya watu wawili wako, these guys are having a very very hard time, man. Cause Gashagua is proving Kenyans wrong. Gashagua is proving Kenyans wrong. Yani this guy keeps on reinventing and coming up with terms, surely. Yeah? This is serious, man. Hi Makuzo. Hi Makuzo. Anyway guys, before I get into the details of everything, if you are new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, kindly I beg you, with all humility, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. You people keep on coming to my platform, watching my video and sharing, man. I thank you so much. Let's keep on pushing. We are almost hitting the 5,000 subscribers mark. That is the target. The target is 100,000. The target is 1 million subscribers. We can do it with your help. Anyway guys, back to my video. As I've said, Gashagua is proving to be a monster. Gashagua is proving to be a political monster. Gashagua is making us really wonder, did we really have an opposition leader in Raila Odinga? Because Raila Odinga was just the person of higher, and saying things that excite the crowd. But Gashagua is proving to be 10 times sufficient than Raila Odinga. And now there's that debate of coming up of Bantus. Because they say that Gashagua is a tribal man. Sijui nini, it's always camping in Kikuyu, in Mount Kenya, talking to Mount Kenya people, tribal nini, selling tribal narrative. Now Gashagua looks at them keenly, akaangalia hivi akasema nyinyi hamnijui. Mtajua mimi ni I'm a political scientist. That's my profession. Gashagua then come up, akakuja na story ya Bantu. Hey kazi is in, and look at the reception he's receiving. Angalia the reception Gashagua received in Ukambani. Look at the reception he's receiving at the coast. Gashagua is becoming a force right now, and people are starting to relate to him. People are starting to listen to him, whether you like it or not. Gashagua is becoming a force. Now, in this video, we just want to go deep into Gashagua, why this Bantu movement thing, why is he using this narrative, why the cousin movement and everything. So watch these videos, watch these videos, na kama kawaida I'll be back. Hi Kuzo. Yeah.
Amani wewe. Hapa ndio amani. Hapa ndio amani. Nikijia amefika hapa. Na niko na maneno na nyinyi. Hata niko na nini? Mko tayari kwa maneno? Amani wewe. Mimi ni mtu ya kusikiza ground. Nimekuja kusikiza ground ya Amani. Amani mnasemaje? Amani mnasemaje? Ati Amani mnasemaje? Ni one term. Ni one term. Harambee. Wewe Kasongo. Wewe Kaongo. Wewe mwizi. Wewe mtu ya kutanga. Wewe anapo mashamba. Wewe mtu ya kutanga wakamba. Kasongo aende asiende. Kasongo aende asiende.
Nataka kuuliza nyinyi watu ya Taita. Si mnajua mimi nimekuja hapa, nimetumwa na watu ya mlima kutafuta makazi wangu. Makuzo, si ndio? Makuzo mko. Makuzo mko. Sisi na Wakamba, Wataita, Watabeta, Mijikenda, we are one family. Sisi ni makazi. Na mimi nataka kuambia watu ya Kasongo. Niliona mkipiga kelele ati mimi nashikana na Kalonzo. Hata mambo ya familia mnataka kuingilia. Mtu akiongea na kazi yake iko makosa. Wewe William Ruto, keep off family matters. Wacha wewe. Usiingilie familia. Wewe ukaribu Kenya, umeipa kila kitu, umepiganisha kila mtu. Sasa unataka kuingilia mambo ya familia. Makazi wakae pamoja, asikae pamoja. Makuzo wakae pamoja, asikae pamoja. Watembee pamoja, asitembee. Hi cousins. Hi Makuzo. Hi cousins. Nisalimia makazini wengine kule. And the journey of cousins. The family of people who are like-minded, who are born together, who have the same tradition. The time for the cousins.
Makuzo wakae pamoja wasikae pamoja. Watembee pamoja wasitembee. Hi cousins. Hi cousins. Hi cousins. Hi Makuzo. Hi cousins. Nisalimia makazini wengine kule. And the journey of cousins. The family of people who are like-minded, who are born together, who have the same tradition. The time for the cousins to come together is now. Sindio? Sindio? Huyu Kasongo.
You can see for yourself, man. You can see that Gashagua really is having anasikiza ground. Watu wanamsikiza. Gashagua, people are listening to him. Gashagua is becoming a force that will be unstoppable come 2027. Gashagua is becoming a force that will be so hard to tame. And for the first time, I'm very sure even where Raila is, he's sitting down restless. I know it's not easy. It's not easy where I'm a car. Because for the first time, Raila has always controlled the opposition narrative. He has always been the center stage of everything. But look at right now what Gashagua is doing. Gashagua is attracting everybody around him. Leaders are trying now to come around Gashagua. I don't know, it's because Raila's time is over in politics, or there's a sudden paradigm shift in Kenyan political landscape. Raila is no longer the Raila that we used to know. Right now, even if Raila talks, no one gets excited, except the people of the Luo land. Those are the only people that get excited with Raila's sentiments and words. It is only the people of the Luo land. Right now, Raila goes anywhere in this country, besides the Luo land, he doesn't get the reception he used to receive. Gashagua is taking the center stage in everything. Gashagua is now coming out to be the voice of the opposition in this government and in this country right now. And he's doing it so effectively. He's doing it so effectively because you can see Gashagua is also giving us everything that happens in the government in details. Raila never used to give us things in details. He just used to mention things, juju. But look at Gashagua. Gashagua is going detail, giving things in details. And most of them are coming out to be proven right. You see, when he mentioned about Ruto's engagement in South Sudan, and everything, people thought it was a joke until the UN gave a report recently saying that some of those weapons are passing through JKI and everything. Gashagua is coming out to be someone who is very effective. And if he continues like this, Gashagua will be the kingmaker in 2027. He might not win. He might not run as a president and win because of certain things that might come into play, because I don't think Kenyans are really prepared for another Mount Kenya president after William Ruto. So I don't think other communities will really come up and back up a Kikuyu candidate as at 2027. That one I really don't think. But Gashagua can be the kingmaker. Gashagua can determine who can be the king in 2027. The narrative that is coming out of Hai Kuzo and everything. You people claim that Gashagua is tribal. And now Gashagua is telling you, I'm tribal? Okay, let me take this tribalism to another level. Now he has gone, he's trying to marshal all the Bantus. And the Bantus form 70% of this country. That's the reality. Because the Nilotes, we only have the Rift Valley, the Kalenjins are the Nilotes, the Nasisi, the Luos are Nilotes, and the Masais are Nilotes. Those are the only Nilotes that I know of. The rest are Kushites, the Boronos, the Gabra, and all those people from northeastern part of Kenya. Those are Kushites. So, if it succeeds that Gachagua pushes such kind of a narrative, and it materializes in 2020 by before 2027, trust you me, Gachagua and the team that he will stand with that election will win. Because the Bantus are many. We can from the Kisis are Bantu, the Subas are Bantu, the Kuria are Bantu, the Luyas are Bantu, the Kikuyus are Bantu, the Embus are Bantu, the Merus are Bantu, the Kambas are Bantu, and then you go to the coast, all the Mijikendas are Bantus. And you see, Gashagua knows how to play politics. These people, you people underestimated, even Raila underestimated Gashagua. Because let's be honest, let's be factual. Raila was also part of impeachment of Gashagua. He supported it because all ODM MPs voted to impeach Gashagua, except from Babu Owino. So Raila was part of Gashagua impeachment, and he thought that by doing that, he will have taught Gashagua a lesson. But look at how Gashagua is coming out. And you see, in all these things, Gashagua has never come out fully to attack Raila ever since he was impeached. These people underestimated Raila, underestimated Gashagua. They really did underestimate this man. Look at now the cousin narrative. Gashagua pushed the Ruto must go term movement, that terminology, which it was something that Raila created, but Gachagua came out and started popularizing. And what is it picked? Because Kenyans are the one who picked it up, especially during the demonstration. And it was said that people should not use the nini. What did Gachagua do? Gachagua went to one term. Now look at one term, how it's become a movement. Look at one term, how has one term become a movement. And now before even one term really picks up, there's the high kuzo thing. These guys, the truth of the matter is that Raila and Ruto messed up with the wrong person in terms of politics. Politically, they messed up with the wrong person. And containing Gashagua will be a tall order. Will be a tall order, because the reason why you see now Gashagua is now moving to other regions is because he has fully consolidated Mount Kenya behind him. He has done that successfully. He has done that successfully. He has fully consolidated Mount Kenya behind him. And he knows very well, even if Kindiki goes there 1,000 times, then people will not have a change of heart. People will eat money and then they will go their way. Now he's moving to other regions. And he knew very well that if he goes with that Nini, he will not be able to succeed. Now he's going with the High Cousins movement. And High Cousin movement, trust you me, it will gain momentum. Because he's trying to ignite a certain narrative. Because the Bantu, you cannot say is a tribal thing. The Bantu are not like, this is just like a group of people. Now he has moved, you call him a tribal person and you branded him all sort of name. Now he's using a Bantu narrative. Tell me why Gashagua will not be a threat in 2027. Because this is a man who, akisema anongea about things that are happening in the government, he hits where it pains the most. He has said things that even the government has not had any way to rebuttal. He has said things that later have come to be proven to be true. So Gashagua is a man that people really, really underestimated. Even me, where I sit right now, I really underestimated Gashagua. Personally, I don't like him. It's not someone that is my cup of tea that I'll go to the ballot and vote for him. I will never vote. I don't think I'll vote for someone like Gashagua. Because there are three politicians that, for me, are out of the voting space. This is Gashagua, William Ruto, and Raila Odinga. Those three people, wherever they see in the ballot, I will never go to vote for them. You get, because I don't feel like they really represent the aspirations of the youth and the representation of Kenya moving forward. I feel like they're just people who are just serving their personal interest. But any other person from that, maybe I will consider. But when it comes to now politics, let us all agree that Gashagua anajua kupiga siasa. Gashagua anajua kupiga siasa. And the people who misled the president into impeaching Gashagua, because if Gashagua could still be in this government and could have been given the relevance that he needed and the attention, like angepatiwa hiyo focus alikuwa anahitaji that to be there, to be the government mouthpiece, trust you me, all this Ruto must go term and hizi vitu zote zingekuwa zimekufa. Asingekuwa, like the president could have had someone who can defend him, in public. Right now the president doesn't have anyone who can fight for him in public. Trust you me, people like Akina Ichungwa cannot do that job. They are not that effective. People like all the others cannot that effective. Gashagua was very effective in terms of coming out to defend the government, coming out to call out the opposition, coming out to call all these sort of people. Right now, the president doesn't have someone who can fight for him that much. And it is very sad that the man people really underestimated is now coming out to show them how politics is done. He's now coming out to show them how politics is done. Because I don't know if after this high Kuzo thing and Bantu versus Nilotes thing will come out, how it will pan out. And if that is the narrative that is being put, and people seriously go to ballot based on the my Bantu and the Nini and the Nilotes mindset, trust you me, Ruto and Raila wataoshwa mwosho mmoja safi, very clean. So it is very surprising, because the Kushites are not majority. The Kushites have insignificant numbers. But if you have like 70% of the population are Bantus, that's a done deal, man. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this Gashagua's narrative? Gashagua has been pushing this narrative, man. He's coming out with this high Kuzo thing, and trust you me, it is exciting the crowd. It is exciting the masses. Look at the crowd that is gathered in Mombasa. Gashagua is not someone who could get such a crowd in Mombasa when he started. And this is a man who has been in politics not less than 10 years. Not more than 10 years, actually. He was only a one-term member of parliament and later became the deputy president. But look at how he's playing his cards, man. This is going to be big, and we are sitting here, we are going to watch how things pan out, because I don't know how government will counter this now. I don't know how they will counter this Bantu versus Nilotes stuff. I don't know how they will. I'm a Nilotes myself, but man, I don't know how they will counter this. I don't know how Raila will counter this, because right now I see people start going to Amunyoro. Even the diplomats that keep on visiting Raila and doing all manner of handshakes with Raila, I see them start trooping to Wamunyoro. Wow, this is interesting. Kenyan politics is very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Anyway, on a sad note, there was a certain guy who has been murdered, was taken by the police in Homa Bay, and he was arrested in front of his family members, and then he was moved all the way to Nairobi. Later, he was found out that he has died in Nairobi Central Police. It's very, very unfortunate. Whatever happened to that person, that should not happen. Whoever did that, kindly let us have the dignity of life. If someone has wronged you, find other ways of handling the issue. Don't take someone's life, because even if you take someone's life, you will never live in peace. You will never live in peace. We have seen politicians who have taken people's life. Look at how their life is miserable. Look at how they ended. We recently just lost a member of parliament, and later people just claim that he deserved what he went through, because he did a lot of atrocities and taken a lot of lives back then. So you don't want to be a person who you end up that way. If someone has offended you, because apparently it's alleged that he wrote a certain post on X about a certain thing that was like he insulted someone, and then later that's what happened. So we cannot prove that is the person who tried to get back to him, but all the same, all we can say is that he didn't deserve that, and it is very, very wrong. Let us not reach that level whereby we settle scores by taking people's lives. There's other ways in which we can handle our political state, and that's why I always encourage in clean politics. Don't insult people. And even you, if you are a blogger, if you are someone who is trying to build yourself in the political space, kindly don't insult people, because remember, not everyone will react the same way to to your insults and everything. It is okay to criticize, but try to be as much as possible to remain objective, to remain in such a way that even the person you are criticizing will just know that you are trying to point out something that is not right, and you are not trying to get personal and insult people, because not everyone takes insults kindly. So if you are building yourself to be a blogger or anything, kindly watch how you go about it, because this world is, not everybody is kind. Not everyone will go down the way you want. Anyway, guys, thank you. If you are new to this platform, kindly subscribe and to hit the notification bell. And as I always insist, you can always put your comment there and say anything you feel about the issue of Gashagua and the high Kuzo and the high Nini thing. But try as much as possible to remain objective. Do not insult anyone in this platform. I keep on insisting. We need clean politics in this country. We need clean politics in this space. So don't insult anybody. You can have a divergent opinion, but don't reach a point whereby you insult people. Point out the things that you feel like where is failing, where you think like things are not going right. It is okay to point that, but don't be personal with anybody. So thank you. Until next time. Bada. The African